Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess if you guys are new here, and today is Monday. For now, we're just getting started with work. It is about 8:40 right now. I'm actually restarting my computer because it's been acting a little weird and I think it needs like a hard reset. So doing that right now, but then we're gonna get started with the work day, have our coffee. I actually am using the new cups that you guys saw in the last vlog, and I think we're gonna start thinking a little bit more about all the things that we want to pack, maybe do like a dry run of packing for my trip. I don't know, we'll see. I do have a few other things that I need to do around the house, like laundry and stuff like that. I need to put a bunch of laundry away as per usual. It's just like my MO these days, but I figured that we would start the vlog here, spend a couple of days together. So I'm gonna get started. My computer is back on, so hopefully it's acting normal now. I don't really know what's going on. Once we get that up and running, I have a few meetings and then we'll see what else we get up to today. I'm gonna make myself a bagel with cream cheese this morning. I need to kind of think about, I'm going to the office again on Thursday, and I need to think a little bit about what I want to have for lunch. I don't really want to, like, last time I got sushi and I think it was perfect, but it was a little expensive for what it was in my opinion. So I need to like start to actually think about what I want to be bringing for lunches because it can get expensive and I don't always want to eat out. I don't know, like I'm trying to think of what I even eat when I'm here. I don't really want to go to Trader Joe's, but I feel like that's usually who has the best like lunch options. So then I'm like, okay, maybe I just like, I don't know, bring a bunch of breakfast stuff. You know, this is the complicated part about switching to working in the office, is that like I'm just not used to making my lunches. That sounds so stupid, but it's so true. I usually just kind of snack throughout the day, and it also proves to me that I don't probably eat the healthiest. Also, I filled one of these with water as well. What is it about having a new drinking vessel that just makes you drink more water? I do have to get up more often because these are smaller than my big Stanley, but it's also more fun. Was just doing some computer work earlier, and I need to also do a few chores around the house, which is just like my usual. I have to vacuum and mop today, and I also need to water the plants, but I think I have all my chores like listed out on my phone. I think that's all I have to do, but I should probably triple check because I don't want to accidentally forget something. And especially since I'm like here now, I want to do as much as I can to help with Ryan's stuff too, just because I know, like, for example, P can shed so much, so tackling the floors every week or multiple times a week can be kind of exhausting. So it's nice that we have each other to help out and do that stuff, but when it's only one of us, it can be kind of tough. I also have a bunch of editing that I need to do today. I have a lot of like small things that I want to do, but I think honestly today is a perfect day for it just because I don't have a ton of meetings, so I'll be able to get through all of my work so much faster, and then that allows me time to do a little bit of everything else. Let's go back in the office and I'll have my breakfast, my bagel. You know, sometimes I forget bagels exist, and then when I remember, it's like the best thing ever. Also gonna let P outside. He loves it. It's so cute. I love watching him. Like sometimes he'll do the little hops and it's just so adorable. Anyway, let's go back to the office. I think it's gonna be more of like prepping type day, or like, I don't know, just like, I feel like I need to get so many different things in order. So that's kind of what the energy for today is. Okay, I've been kind of in like lazy clothes all day, and I think that it's officially time to change. I'm going to put on just like a workout set so that I am motivated later to do my workout because I don't feel like doing it right now. I was talking to some teammates this morning in our Monday morning meeting, and I was like, you know, part of me is actually looking forward to going into the office because I feel like I just never wear any clothes. Like I literally will just wear sweats and a sweater like I am today. And some of my sweats are like really loungy sweats. And so it doesn't feel like I don't know, I'm just like not wearing anything. Even wearing a workout set feels a little bit more put together when it's like a cohesive set. I'm not gonna put together a set right now, but I should probably start thinking about things like that, especially if I'm gonna be going to the office gym. But for today, my whole goal is just to motivate myself. I actually need to take out, I have like a little section in my closet for clothes that are like kind of dirty, kind of clean, like these jeans where it's like I wore them to one place, like a cafe, and then that was it. So in theory I could always wear those again, but I'm actually gonna do laundry today. I'm trying to find like a very particular sports bra that I know that I have and I can't find it anywhere, so I'm just gonna go with a different one. Also need to put clothes away. I feel like my house is in one of those states where everything kind of looks clean but then you open a door and it's very, very messy inside instead. So let's go put this stuff in the laundry, and then this is my workout stuff that I'm gonna change into. I think I'll feel a little bit more put together once I do that. I don't really wanna do my workout yet, so we'll do it later. At minimum, we'll be more put together. I think that's always a good goal. All right, I feel so much better. I have shorts on now. Something about having shorts on instead of pants too. I don't know what it is about it, but it just makes me feel better. I'm gonna wait until after my workout to do my laundry because then I can actually wash the clothes that I'm currently wearing too. Alrighty, let's get back to a little bit more work. I have a few more things that I want to tackle before like a lunch break or something like that, and it's 11:45 right now, so ideally I can get a few things done within the next, let's see how long it would take me. Whoa, you guys are so far up there. Should take me like an hour to an hour and a half. Maybe I'll do like 30 minutes of work and then take a break and then come back to work. I think that would be a good little idea. So let's just focus in, and I'll see you guys on my lunch break. All right, it is actually 1 o'clock now. Actually, I think it's just past 1 o'clock. Let's see what time it is. 1:15, I'm late for my own thing that I've set for myself. I realized that if I would wait until 1 o'clock, then that's when the Love Island finale happens. I don't know what I'm gonna do after Love Island because I think it's only twice a year if I remember correctly, and I'm gonna be sad to not have it, but it will probably give me so much more time in my day. So what I'm gonna do is make myself a little snack. I tried making this in a previous vlog, but it didn't really work out. My friend bought me this actual like buttered popcorn. We're gonna do butter popcorn with the ranch seasoning and try it out. Whoa, this was only 1 minute and 45 seconds. The other bag that I had said 3 minutes. I watched this whole video like a couple of months ago about this person who was talking about how all different popcorns have different microwave times and like this whole thing. I don't know. It was a really like different type of like rabbit hole video, but if you guys are ever interested in those videos, I really like watching Scott Kramer's videos. They're just like so out there and like the weirdest thing that you would just never think to have researched, but like it lives rent free in the back of your head. Like something about Disney Channel games, or like why Shaq is in every commercial, or the best pillow that you could possibly have. Like all of these random things, he makes videos about them, so I love watching those. If you guys missed in my last video, this is the ranch seasoning that she bought us for last time, so this is what we're gonna put on it. I'm just gonna like put it all into the bag and shake it up that way. There it goes. It's starting to pop, so we're gonna make this and then we'll watch our finale.
Welcome to the Love Island Live Final. Please give it up for your host,
All right, it is 4 o'clock now. I actually turned on Love Island, and when I was about to watch the episode, it seemed like it like kind of skipped ahead and I was confused. So then I went back and I realized that I thought for some reason that there was no episode yesterday, but it turned out that there was no episode on Saturday, and Sunday there was an episode. So I just completely didn't watch that even though I could have. So I had 2 episodes to watch, one being the finale, and it was so good. Honestly, I'm shocked by who won. I feel like I like that the couple who won is the people who won, but I know my friends are not gonna love it. They're a little behind, so they haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited to see what their thoughts are. Other than that, we were just working. I did a bunch of my tasks, so those are all taken care of and back at 0. And I think that now that I have a little bit of downtime before the end of the day, I'm going to try to finish up editing a video. I want to really get that taken care of so that I don't have to think about it tomorrow. So that would be ideal. I think I have like 25-30 minutes left to edit on there. Then it'll be done. I'm trying really hard to get ahead, but sometimes it's kind of hard. Like editing takes a lot of time, and I always in my head I'm like, oh, it's gonna be no problem, but it is what it is. I actually did not do any of my laundry or do my workout yet, so I think that's going to be probably a later task, but I have both of my laptops out here right now. Sorry, I got distracted. I was getting some messages, but they were not super important. So let's get to it. I need to actually go get my little SSD so that I can edit. And then I don't know what we'll do after work actually. I do want to get a little bit of reading done. Obviously we'll do my workout, but I don't know, maybe we can like do something if Ryan is not gonna go skate. We saw this park on Google Maps and I wanted to try that out with him. Initially we were saying maybe over the weekend, but I mean, time is of the essence. Why not today or tomorrow? So depending on when he skates, that could be a fun activity. Let me actually text him. And then if he doesn't join, I could probably still go with P instead of going on like a regular walk. So we'll see. I just texted him. Hopefully he responds and hopefully he's down for it because that could be really, really fun. All right, I finished my edits and it is now 5. I tried texting Ryan and he didn't answer, and then at 5 I tried calling him and his phone went to voicemail. So I think for right now, I'm going to just take P on his regular walk, and then if he wants to go to the park today, then we can. Otherwise, we can save it for tomorrow, or I can do it later too. Like we don't have to do like one or the other, if that makes sense. So I didn't do any of my laundry. I just am realizing again for the second time, but that's okay. We have tomorrow. I just need to do it before Thursday because that's when I go in office. But I'm gonna start with taking P on his walk, and then hopefully we'll get to some more activities today. It's like really hot right now. Like it feels hotter than normal. Not really even hot, it feels like humid. Like I feel like I'm sweating just like standing still, but it's only 80 degrees. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully getting outside will feel nice, just in terms of like getting away from the computer, even though it's probably hotter out there. And then we still have to do our workout, either going on a run or doing a HIIT workout. I don't know which one we'll do yet. It'll be nice to like, sometimes I really like when it's hot out to shower in the evening, because then I go to bed like once I've showered, because I've cooled down and everything. So actually that'll be really nice. Okay, update. That was actually the fastest walk that we've had in such a long time. He went and he like went to the bathroom and everything, which is like a majority of the reason why we go on walks, but he was not interested in continuing to walk. It's also much cooler outside than it is inside, so I'm gonna open all the windows in here. But Ryan actually just called me back and he was like, perfect timing, I'm gonna head home, and I do want to go to the park. So it worked out that it was kind of a shorter walk for P, because now we can still go to the park. Actually, I also want to try a new medicine for P. I've had it for a little while now, and they told me I could use it as needed, but I was like a little nervous to use it for some reason. But he's been kind of limping a little bit, so I actually think it'll be beneficial to use it for him. I've been wanting to wait to use this medicine too, because it says to monitor him like before I just leave him by himself, just because it's like a new medicine and all that kind of stuff. But this is carprofen. It says to give half a tablet by mouth every 12 hours, twice daily for 7 to 10 days as needed for pain. So he has a bit of a limp because of his IBDD, which is like a issue with his back, essentially, his the discs in his back. So basically he slipped a disc. If you guys are new here and like haven't followed anything wrong with P, I've noticed that he has sort of been limping on some of his walks, and so the doctor prescribed him carprofen, and I just want to give it a shot because he does seem to be like not quite limping, but just like stiff. I actually like showed them a video of it because whenever he goes to the vet, he's on a lot of medicines, so they suggested giving him this. So I want to try it. Let me grab some peanut butter. I want to try it too because since we're going to a park, I just don't want him to like not have fun there. This is his favorite part about taking medicine. Drink some water too. Doing okay? Everything would be solved if he would just drink water, but he just like won't after eating peanut butter. Hopefully that actually like we see some improvement. I feel like it'll probably take a second, but we'll see how it goes when he goes to the park, because he was just limping a little bit on his walk. So I want him to feel good and like he can walk, because I feel like he just doesn't get nearly as much exercise anymore because of his back. So I'm excited that hopefully he has a new option, and I'm excited to check out a new park. So Ryan should be here in like 20 minutes or so, and then we'll head out. What do you think now that Dad's home? Do you want to go to the park? Do you want to go? You want to go to the park? Okay. Okay, he's gone. Hello, you guys. It is like, what time is it? Almost 8 o'clock actually. The sun is slowly setting like sooner and sooner officially, and I feel like I'm starting to get those like fall vibes lately, which has been really fun. But I don't know, like also it gets really hot in like September, October in LA, or like Southern California in general. So I'm not quite like feeling the weather, but more of like just the vibes of it, like the sun setting sooner or things like that. We went over to the park, which was really fun, and then came back and I had some dinner, and now I'm watching a quick TV show. I'm trying to think if I want to either edit or read for a little bit, probably one or the other, and then I will hopefully do a workout in a little bit. for right now, we're gonna finish this. I have like 6 minutes left on this episode, and then we'll either read or edit, I don't know which one yet, and kind of just relax tonight. The park was so fun. Honestly, it's so nice to just get out of the house for a little bit. He's become such an old man that we used to be able to go to the park for like hours. Lately, he goes to the park for like 30 minutes to an hour, and then he gets like over it very, very fast. So it was just fun to walk around, do something a little bit different. We've not been to this park before, and it was so cute, so I'll definitely have to go back. So it was just nice to get out of the house, especially because, like I've been telling you guys over the course of the last few vlogs, I feel like when I work from home, I just sometimes don't leave the house at all. So anyway, let's get to it, finish this episode, and then we'll get on with the rest of our evening. Alrighty, I did a little bit of editing. I still have my sunglasses on from when we went to the park, and I think I'm going to go take a shower. I was gonna do my workout, but surprise, I got lazy. So I'm gonna take my shower instead. And I don't know, we have to do our laundry, but I was waiting to do the laundry until I used the workout clothes that I'm currently wearing, but then I didn't work out. So we'll do it tomorrow, I guess. I don't know, whatever. This happens every time, doesn't it? But it is, what time is it? 8:40. And I do want to shower because I want to actually do some reading, because I feel like I haven't really been doing a lot of reading either. So that's the logic at minimum. I don't think it actually makes sense, but you know what? That's okay. When I come back from Europe, we're gonna actually be doing more workouts and that whole thing, but I've given up. I've really given up, and I shouldn't, but I have. Why does my head feel so like discombobulated? But like there's no reason for that. Hello, good morning, you guys. Today's Tuesday. I'm just grabbing a couple of things from the closet area so that we can get ready for the day. I have been reading this morning, and I actually got a good amount of reading done. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna get changed into some comfy clothes. I want to do a workout later. I need to go take P on his walk, so I just need to get into something that's not my official sleep shirt. Today we have a bunch of like, I don't want to say plans because they're not quite plans, but just like things that I need to do to keep the house a little bit cleaner. So let's get changed and we'll go through everything that we want to get done today. Just a lot of like laundry, vacuum, mop. I need to clean the stovetop. I need to do some returns, so I need to try on a few things. I think that was most of it. I think that's it. I wrote it all down, so we'll get to all of it. Today's going to be a huge productivity day. Alrighty, we are just starting the workday, and I have my notebook here, and I have a bunch of who's? Oh, that's so weird. I was getting a FaceTime notification, but then it hung up immediately. Anyway, I have my notebook here, and I have a whole list of things that I want to do. So I want to decide on the different bathing suits that I have. I have a couple from Target, and I have a couple from Amazon. So want to decide on them, and then I also want to actually make the returns. I need to make a vet appointment for P because he needs to he has like a bunch of different vaccines that he needs. Heartworm test, some blood work, and then Bordetella, and supposedly his dental cleaning, but I think we're gonna skip the dental cleaning because we just did something like that. So we need to schedule that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it before I leave, but we just need to schedule it because the vet is always booked out. And then stuff for at home, need a vacuum, mop, clean the stovetop and microwave, which I mentioned to you guys already. I need to water all of the plants, and then I need to do my laundry and put my laundry away. So those are all of the things right now. I also have a bunch of editing to do. So we have a lot of work cut out for us today, but I wanted to do a bunch of it today and have today be like my productive day, because then anything that I don't do today can bleed over till tomorrow. And I think that a lot of the things that I have to do are actually not that hard, like watering the plants. I just like, for some reason, I don't love to do them. So we're gonna make sure that most of it gets done today. So let's get started. I have a couple of work things to do first and foremost, so I'm gonna get those things done, and then once that's done, then we will get to all of the house chores. I want to try to get through some of these as soon as possible so that I am not bogging my day down. Let's just get right to it. Okay, I actually just tried on all of the bathing suits, and I just was being super quick, super objective. Like, I tend to linger on these types of decisions, especially because I have time to return things. And so I'm like, I don't know, I kind of like this, but it's like, if it's not just right, or if it's not the right price, then I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm keeping and what I'm returning. So I actually bought a second one of these tops because this is the original one that I bought, but there's a lot of like pieces that are coming off, and like, I don't know, I think it's maybe just because it was tried on a lot in store. So I exchanged exchanged this, or I got a different one. It's the same exact one. So I'm gonna return the one that like, I bought it because it wasn't showing online yet. And so I like wasn't sure if there was only this one size, but I had the intention of repurchasing online, which I did. So that's good. I'm also returning the extra small bottoms, but I'm going to keep the small bottoms because I think that they fit fine. They're cute. They are lower waisted though. So I'll go through what I'm keeping too, but I'm going to return these. This is the small size of the like very bright blue ones from Target. These were on clearance. They're originally $22, but they were $6.60 when I bought them, but I have an extra small. So I'm keeping the extra small. These ones actually fit a lot more snug, just like more comfortably. And I think these will be good. So I'm keeping these. So basically I'm keeping the top, and then I'm going to keep the options of either the matching bottoms or these because they're just so cute and I can see myself wearing them, but also these because they're just for those like higher coverage days, and they were only $6, so it doesn't hurt. And then I have time to decide on these as well, but these I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep all of it. But if for some reason I'm not finding myself wearing one of them, or like not reaching for like the matching bottoms because they're just like too low waisted or something like that, then I still have the option of returning them because Target has a longer return window. So it's actually, this is the one I was most sad about, but I'm going to return these Amazon bottoms because they are a little too big. They're actually the perfect color. This is like exactly the color I wanted, but the smallest size that they have in these is a small. For high-waisted bottoms, I tend to be an extra small, and for low-waisted bottoms, I tend to be a small. So yeah, I have to return them. And that was one of those moments where I was like, oh, they're so close that I kind of want to keep them and like wait and decide, but I have to just be objective about it. And then I didn't even try on the extra small of this. This is the same. I thought maybe if I wasn't into like this matching set that maybe the one piece would be better, but I don't know. There was something about it. I only tried on the small, but I bought a small and an extra small because I haven't worn a one piece and I don't know how long, and I don't know what size I am in them, but I think it was mostly the straps. They're not adjustable and they're very, very flimsy. So it felt more like a tube top, and I felt like I was gonna have to like constantly be raising it, and I didn't want that. So I'm gonna return this too. Actually, I'm gonna return both of them. So I'm gonna put all that stuff into this Target bag. That is one item checked off of the list. So ignore, I was trying on the bathing suits, and so I kept touching my neck. I got bright red. But I'm gonna put these right by the front door so that I remember to return them. Let's say hello to P. Hello. Now we're gonna get to some actual work. Oh, he needs his water refilled. He has two huge water bowls like this, and for some reason he tends to like favorite one for like weeks on end and then favorites the other one. So even though he has tons of water, he'll just sit there and be like, I have no water. Okay, let's get to some computer work, and then we will go off and return those things, I think, on my lunch break. I think that's gonna be a good reason to get out of the house.
If you want to make change or have questions about an appointment, press 1.
All right, that was actually perfectly successful. We got some gas because we had to get gas before I have my in-office day on Thursday. We did all of the bathing suit returns, and then on top of it, Ryan had to return a pair of pants, so I returned that for him too. And we did like a UPS return, which was Amazon, on the way to Target, so that was good. I talked to my mom on the phone while I was driving. Then I came home, I got my Amazon package. So this is the silicone covers. They look like little balloons. So in theory, everything that I need to be able to get, I can get in Europe. Like, I have no thoughts about that, but I thought that it might be kind of nice to bring, usually I would bring like a little shampoo bottle of shampoo or conditioner. I still might bring conditioner, but shampoo, I imagine, will be in every hotel. My friend was telling me that sometimes they just don't have conditioner, and I don't usually use conditioner, but depending on like weather and stuff like that, especially with humidity, it's good to have it. So the thing that I really wanted this for as well though, is just for other travel first and foremost, but I also think I might bring some laundry detergent. I know that I'll be able to get laundry detergent from any store, but rather than buying in the cities that I need to and like looking for it and then having to throw it away at the end of that trip, I thought that it might be easier to just bring my own. And so this will allow me, let me grab my little, okay, here we go. So for example, I have these for like little squeezy tubes, but this like lid just doesn't close. So usually I like put a bag around it and then I tape it, but I'm hoping that with this, I don't know if it will work because this is silicone actually, but okay, actually That works really, really well. So you basically just put it on top and it makes it so that it doesn't like explode everywhere, which will be really nice. Because these lids suck so much, I actually might get new. The reason why I liked these so much when I got them is because since they're silicone, you can actually like get out all of the product, but maybe I'll need new ones. But then this stuff will make it so that it doesn't spill. I'm gonna put this all in like the travel bathroom section that I have. I have like a whole little area in here. It's all my travel bathroom stuff. That was like a very, very productive lunchtime. It's 1 o'clock now, so I'm going to restart my dryer here. It didn't dry all the way, so I have to do a little bit more drying and then we'll swap out the loads. And if I have time, I will be very nice to Ryan and I will do his laundry too. He didn't ask me to this week, but might as well because he hasn't done it and I know he probably needs to do it. So I'm sure he would appreciate me helping him out. You guys, I'm feeling super, super productive today. I'm going to actually put on some TV right here. I just had my lunch. I'm going to put away all of the laundry that I have. I have old laundry and I have new laundry. So I just dried some stuff. I have one more set of drying to go through and then all of this stuff still needs to be put away because I just haven't done that in a couple of weeks. I'm feeling really good. So I'm gonna kind of mishmash this all together so that I only have the 2 bags and then we'll get everything put away, which will feel really good. I'm happy about that. You guys, the day is almost over and we are so almost done with being productive. Actually, I feel really, really good. At first I was like, oh my God, why did I engage on this journey today? But I'm glad that I did. So I'm actually putting away Ryan's clothes because I have a little bit of time. I'm trying to surprise him. He is being very, very generous. If you guys don't already know, we live very far from the LAX airport, like very far, and he has been very generous and he is actually going to be working from home. He was going to take a day off, but we realized it makes actually more sense for him to just work from home that day, but he's going to work from home on Monday, the day that I leave. So not this Monday for me, but the following Monday. I leave in 2 weeks, my present time. For you guys, I don't know actually where I even am. That's actually a good, you know, if you guys don't already follow me on Instagram, I don't post a lot usually, but I do think that I'll probably be posting more during my trip, so stay tuned on Instagram. Anyway, point is just to say that he is being generous and he is working from home, which isn't always the easiest for him. He works with like physical product, so he can't always work from home, but he's going to, and then that way he can take me all the way to LAX, which would be over $100 in an Uber. It's probably like an hour or so drive from my place. It's crazy because I live in LA proper and it still takes me that long. So all the little things that I can do to help him while I'm still here, I feel like I've been really wanting to help him as much as I can, just because it's just like little things to like show my appreciation, I guess, because we're gonna be away from each other for 3.5 weeks and that's the longest that we've ever been away from each other, which is a crazy thought. Anyway, it's almost the end of the workday. It is 4:45. Wow, the time has flown by. The only things that we really have on our list, I honestly thought I was gonna feel more overwhelmed today than I actually was, because I kind of put a lot of items on my to-do list. The only things that I need left to do are like doing the vacuuming, mopping, and cleaning the stovetop, that kind of thing. So I think I will probably do that shortly because I just want to get it out of the way. And then outside of that, I just need to do my workout and walk pee. Then I'll shower and we'll have the rest of the day to relax. And I'm like 99% positive that Ryan is gonna go skate today because he did not go yesterday. So I'll also have some time to just kind of like do all the things that I need to do. And if I have extra time, we'll read and we will do some video editing. We have 4 more shirts to hang up and then we're done. I wanted to mention too, I don't know if I've mentioned this and I thought that I had, but then I saw some comments mentioning this, so figured I would actually say it in a video because not everybody reads the comments. When I am in Europe, so all of the videos that you guys are currently seeing are the videos that I'm editing beforehand, making sure that you guys are, you know, have videos to see while I'm away. But while I'm in Europe, I'm going to be vlogging, and then when I come back, I'll be editing them all. So they'll be a little delayed, obviously, because I actually don't even have the room to bring my laptop. But I also want to be present and like don't want to bring my laptop, even if I did have the space. I'm only bringing my one backpack, if you guys remember. So it's gonna be a little tight. It's gonna be a little cramped. But yeah, you guys will see, I'm thinking right now the way that it will work, and it all really depends on like what I end up filming when I'm there. But my goal is to try to film enough for each of the cities that I'm going to, which is 5 different cities. Ideally, I would be able to make a video for every city. So that's hopefully the goal. I can't imagine having less content for you guys because I feel like there's just like so much to see when you're in a place like Europe, and I'm traveling by myself. So I do get like, I get very like nervous when I travel by myself, or when I'm out and about in general by myself to film in public. And like I get like really weird about it, and I have to just like convince myself that it doesn't matter and that like maybe I'll just never see these people ever again. But I don't know, that's just like, it's harder in the moment. Like when I'm home, I'm like, oh, I should have just like vlogged a little bit more. Like it doesn't actually matter, but in person it's really difficult. And I do find that I do better when I'm like with Ryan or like with other people. Like I feel more like I can vlog, but I just like when I'm by myself, it feels scary. So that's the update on that. I'm gonna go put all this stuff away and we'll go walk pee and then do the rest of our things for the rest of the day. Alrighty guys, it is so much later now. I ended up doing my workout and I feel a million times better. I feel like when I take one day off, I end up taking like 2 to 3 days off. And by the time I take 2 to 3 days off, I feel it in my body that I'm like, I really need to work out. Like I just feel kind of like restless. I feel like I get tired a lot faster, weirdly enough. Like there's just so many things that my body it just doesn't gel well with my body. So I feel a million times better now that I've done my workout. But the only thing that we didn't get a chance to do today and yesterday was the vacuuming and that kind of stuff, but I'm just gonna do it tomorrow. It's not really that big of a deal. Everything else, I feel so accomplished that we did like the returns, we made appointments for pee, we got some editing done, which felt really nice, and we did all of the laundry plus Ryan's laundry and put everything away. Like that feels like I've accomplished a lot. With all that being said, I am going to start heading off and going to go read my book, go to sleep, and I think that is all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys for spending a couple of productive days with me. I feel like whenever I talk to you guys, it just motivates me to be more productive, and I feel like I get so much more done when I tell you guys like what my plans are and that kind of thing. So hopefully this motivated you guys a little bit, or if you don't feel like it, you could just watch me be productive. Like that's also fine. Sometimes I do that and I'll just like not feel like doing it, and then I'll watch someone else on YouTube doing it and I'm like, it's good enough for me right now. Sometimes you have to have those lazy days. But again, that is all I have for you guys today. So if you guys made it to this point in the video, please consider subscribing. It really helps out my channel so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I always love to talk with you guys in the comments. So as much as I can, I usually try to comment back. I think I usually get to every single comment. So if you guys have anything that you're reading, have anything that you'd like to say, have anything that you'd like to see on my channel, feel free to leave it in the comments below and I will more than likely respond. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.